Hey, I'm Brendan with RevZilla, joined here by my buddy Pat. We are checking out the Leatt 3DF AirFit Body Protector, available at RevZilla.com. So this body protector is going to be a great option for dual sport riders, ADV riders out there. I mean, MX riders can wear this as well, but it's a bit more protection than you're typically going to see for that riding application because they don't encounter as many obstacles as Pat and I do when we're out there on the trails fighting rocks and fighting trees. This is going to provide you with an excellent amount of, breathability and that impact protection that you're looking for out there on the trail when the terrain isn't quite as predictable. Looking at $270 for this full rig here, and it's got a mesh main construction. It's highly breathable, it's antimicrobial, antibacterial. It's something that's very comfortable. It's going to move very, very well with the body. But before we go down that road, I did want to take a second to talk about the overall fit because that is always important. Pat here is about 220 pounds, 6 feet tall with a 44-inch chest. He is currently wearing a size large XL. There's 3 different options for this. They've got the small and the medium, you've got the large and the XL, and then the 2XL is that third and final option. For this, I would certainly say stick with your typical t-shirt size and you should be all set. Pat bounces around between a large and an XL, so this fits him absolutely spot on. Now, one thing to note, this shouldn't fit like your typical t-shirt size. You want this to fit nice and snug, very similar to what a base layer is going to fit like. You want this snug because you don't want this armor moving out of place upon impact, because if it moves out of the way, it's not going to protect you the way that it's designed to do so. Now, keep in mind, this will ship to you for free, and as always, we do have our price match policy in place. That's there to ensure you're getting the best deal around, so make sure you're taking advantage of that. Let's start here at the top real fast. So at the top, the first thing you'll notice, we've got this elastic piece here. This is really designed to accommodate their neck braces. There's a little strap in their neck braces. It kind of slots in there and just helps make that nice and secure. And I'll talk a little bit more about that when we get to the back, because there's a piece that actually slots out to accommodate the neck brace. Very straightforward design there though. As we work our way down, you've got CE level 1 protection at the shoulder as well as the elbow here. And you're looking at CE level 2 protection at the chest and back. But one thing I would have loved to see around this area, we've noticed on their standalone armor, the elbow armor in particular, has this kind of X pattern to it, and I think that's going to help reduce this, stretching out over time. So I would have loved to see that incorporated here, just to give it a little bit more integrity and a little bit more of a kind of a backbone, if you will, because this material does loosen up and break in over time. But I like that we've got a little bit of additional foam padding on the bicep as well, because twigs and branches and things like that, I get hit here all the time when I'm riding out on the trails. I know Pat knows that he does too. As we work our way to the chest, CE level 2 protection, as I mentioned before, and it's got this hard kind of TPU material over it as well, and it's got this incorporated. That's where your adjustability is coming in, so you can cinch that down nice and snug if you need to do so. The other thing I wanted to point out, which is one of those smaller features, but it does make a difference, is at the top here, we do have a zipper garage for this, so it's going to help reduce biting, because trust me, that can happen when you're riding on the trails. You're moving around a lot, you're doing push-ups more or less with your handlebars all day long, going through the whoops and stuff like that, so it does make a difference there, worth pointing out. Pat, go ahead and face that direction for me, sir. You can see a little bit of foam coverage around here, around the ribs. It's low profile. Personally, I like that to be a little bit beefier because I am very crash prone, but I like that they've given us something there. It's better than not having anything, I should say. But more of that mesh, you can see lots of breathability, and they've got this all cut out. This is an area that is prone to building a ton of heat, so I like that they've cut that out there. When you're on the bike, in the dirt application, whether you're dual sport, ADV, or tight single track, you are building a ton of body heat. So that's the name of the game. Airflow is the #1 priority here, and you're getting a ton of that with this rig. Pat, go ahead and face the back for me, sir. As I mentioned before, CE level 2 protection right here at the back. So you've got excellent impact protection. And I like that, I mentioned the strap with the chest and the back. These are integrated together. So as you cinch them in, it's just going to pull the whole kit in together and make it nice and snug for you. But I like that the piece right here, there's a piece on the inside. Can't really access it from the outside, but you'll notice on the inside of this armored rig, you can actually take that right out. It's just put in there via Velcro, and that's going to allow the neck brace to sit more evenly and more comfortably on the back. But I like that Leatt is always pushing it forward when it comes to protection. I think their armored rigs, as well as their neck braces and how they incorporate each other and they're designed to fit together, I think Leatt knocks that stuff out of the park. Pat, go ahead and face the front for me, sir. Now, if you're looking to step it up, they do have the Airfit Hybrid. It's about $300 if I'm not mistaken, and you're going to get a little bit more TPU, a little bit more coverage in that one. If you're an MX rider, but you kind of like like this style and you like the design here, you could check out the vest. They have a body vest, and I think that one's coming in around $200 if I'm not mistaken. But again, you would lose the shoulders as well as the elbows, so something to keep in mind there. But when it comes to protection, when it comes to the breathability and the overall fit, the quality that Leatt provides is tough to beat, and I think a lot of riders are going to benefit from something like this, especially those ADV dual sport riders and some of you out there riding that tight single track and you need this type of coverage. But of course, if you're looking for more details, feel free to click that info button on your desktop or mobile device. That's going to take you over to RevZilla.com where you can read other rider reviews. And as always, if you have any questions for us about this armored kit, please do not hesitate to reach out. You can give our Gear Geeks a call at 877-792-9455 or simply shoot over an email, cs@RevZilla.com. Thanks for hanging out with Pat and I and taking a closer look at the Leatt 3DF AirFit Body Protector. I'm Brandon. Keep it pinned.